Hello, dear all. Hope that you all are fine and are in the state of good health too. And in our previous online lecture series, we discussed about Nidan Samprapti, Pur Roop of Grahani Rog, and then we discussed about the types. And last, we have seen what are the symptoms of uh, Vata's Grahani Rog. Now, in this lecture, we will cover almost all remaining part of the Grahani Rog. And now we will discuss about the Nidan Samprapti and symptoms of Pittas Grahani. So in the first line of this slok, Achar Madhav have educated the etiological factors that are responsible for Pittas Grahani. That is Katu, Ajivna Vidah, Amla Charadya. There is excessive exposure to Katu Ras and Amla Ras. Yep, those uh, food items which have prominently having Katu Ras and Amras, yeah, have acidic nature and in the stage of Ajin and Bidahi char too, or Bidahi ahar too, that causes Bidahajankam. It causes a burning sensation in the body or in the GIT at that particular place. Bidahajankam, just like that. And there is char that those diet are those food materials which have char property like apamar char, there is yo char use of, and those who diet who also contains char pradhan द्रव्य. So charodak satyam dravyam, just alkali material. So these causes vitiation in the pith, and that what vitiated pith causes mandagni. So here also you can find that how pith vitiated pith causes mandagni. So we discussed in the chapter of Atsar 2 that dravatvat saratvat that causes agni mandya mandagni due to uh, dravatvat. Here in the same phenomena also applies here, and very clearly Acharak have quoted that Dravatven Agnihannam Kriyate. Very clearly he have mentioned there. Dravatven Agnihannam Kriyate. Means due to Dravatvat it causes Agnimandya, it causes vitiates pith, and that leads to Mandagni. And he have quoted a very good example that even hot water is used for diminishing the degree of fire. So if since hot water is having ocean property and it is used for diminishing fire, which is also having the property of ocean. So in the same way, the pith have ocean property. It is vitiating Agni and causing its diminished activity. Both are ocean. But what happens there that Dravatvad of pith is vitiated that causes Mandagni in the case of Pittajigarani. And here symptoms of so ajeen matlab those person that already have ajeen because of that mandagni, that so ajeen nil pitabham pitabha sarate do, it passes fluid rich stool having color of discoloration of bluish yellow or yellow, that stool having many colors, either it is bluish yellow or completely yellow. And there are some symptoms like putyamlodgar, there is foul or acidic erections are produced, and hirtkantda, there is burning sensation in the epigastric region and throat region, and archi, and there is anorexia, and tridalitya, there is polydipsia also. So the symptoms of are more mainly burning sensation in epigastric region, and throat region. There is foul smelling and acidic irritations, and there is anorexia and polydipsia. Now, in the same way, etiological factors and pathogenesis and symptoms of Kapha Grani here. What says that Guruvati Snit Sitadi Bhojan Ati Bhojana Bhukta Matrascha. These are the etiological factors. Guru Ati Snit Sitadi Bhojan Ati Bhojan Bhukta Matras Cha Swapnath. This almost all of these have been discussed. We have already discussed that how they are responsible for Mandagni in the context of Vatsar, in the general etiological factors of Grani too, that Guru is of three types. It is either Guru Pak, Guru Matra, and like Uddhav, Guru means it does not means heavy. It is up it is taken in different sense. So Bhauta Guru, that like mass, and it is Matrata Guru, which is amount is increased, and whose Pak is Guru. All of these three leads to Agnimat. And Asnigdam quest is there, and Shitadi Bhojan, and again Sheet is in two contests. We already discussed that Sheet in Spars and Sheet in Bir. Another says that Abhojanat, prolonged hunger, and Bhukt Matrascha Supnat, just sleeping just after taking meal. And these are the etiological factors, and in the most of the cases you will see that there is vitiation of kaptos normally. So accordingly, it says that it vitiates the cup, and that vitiated cup leads to Agniman. This vitiated cup leads to Agniman. Well, it is very clearly, we already discussed about that. So what Acharya says very clearly now, कहता है कि there is vitiation of cup by these all factors that leads to vitiation of Agni, and in the form of Agniman. So what it says that the sun annam pachate dukham, at last shardi arojkat. Since there is Agniman, so again that uh, the food have who patient have taken does not get digested properly. Tasya annam pachate dukham. It is does not take get digested easily. There is her loss, Chardi vomiting, Arochka anorexia, loss in nausea, Asyopdeya madhurya. No? Some patient feels that there is something, some um, there is some coating in the as means mouth and the over generalized body. Asyopdeya, feeling of something that it is coated by something. And there is kas is Steven Pinsa. There is kas, and Steven is coughing, frequent spitting, you can say. The cough, cause is coughing, and Steven is frequent spitting. There is coryza, penis, watery discharge from nose, watery discharge from nose. Hriday Mannitya Asthanam. There's some, there is gripping type of sensation is found in the epigastric region. And here what it says that it is hard. Someone says that it is hard, but it is I think personally that it is the patient feels that there is a gripping pain in the epigastric region because there that is due to vitiation of cup. And udaram istmitam guru, and again along with um, feeling of coating on the mouth and body, there is especially in the udar region, udaram ismitam. It feels that abdomen is covered with a wet uh, cloth, and there is heaviness in the abdomen. Other thing is dusto madur udgara, means there is erectations are seems to be sweet and vitiated, and it's Madhur. It has Madhur Pradhan. It is Sadram, there is laziness, and Istrishu Ahasram. There, there is loss of desire for sexual intercourse. Sex intercourse. Bhin naam slash संश्रिष्टम guru varcha purvatnam. There is bin means that it is bin means liquid. It is the stool is liquid. It is mixed with arm and having mucus. It is huge, water rich. It is arm and having mucus and Guru Varchapula stool is heavy. It sinks. Not since arm is there, since it is Guru. And one of the important feature of Kapaj Grani is Akrisasyapi Dorbalyam. The patient is not lean and thin, but still he feels that there is higher degree of weakness. So these are the symptoms of Kapaj Grani. And now etiological factors and symptoms of dosage grani, that is Sannipatas grani. So what Acharya says that पृथक वातादि निर्दिष्ट हेतु लिंग समागम है त्रिदोषम निर्दिशेद एवं means if there is coexistence of etiology more than one factor that causes vitiation of almost all the three doshas are those there is coexistence of factor that causes separately uh, vitiation of either Vat, Pitta and Kapha collectively. So that leads to Sannipatas Grani. And basic concept is there that there is Agniman and that since there is vitiation of all those three doshas, so there will be symptoms as per the vitiated dose. If there is predominance of Vat, there will be predominance of Vat, those symptoms. If it is predominantly which one is there? Tartamabhyam uplabdhate. There you can say here that Pradhani Samprapti we are discussing in this context that Tartamabhyam Vriddhitam, which one is having higher degree of vitiation. So accordingly symptoms will be found depending on the dose. Now we will discuss the symptom of Sangrahan Grani, one of the special form of Grani. There is Sangrah. We discussed earlier in the lecture that there is nature of Sangrah. What we discussed that Vachan Mashan Dashahadva Nityam Vapi Vivanchiti. There is defecation at the regular interval of this ek paksh or mass of that. You know. So what other symptoms are? Antrapujanam alashyam. There is increased bowel sound. Antrapujanam, gargling sound in the abdomen due to increased bowel sound. Alasyam, there is weakness, malaise, dorbalyam, weakness. There is sudden lassitude is there. And draum sitam ghanam sristam sakati vedanam sakrit. What is the Shakrit house there that it is draw, fluid rich. Watery it is. Sheath, it has sheath good. It is rich in sheath good. Someone said that it is sheath spurs. And ghan it is mucoid. Yeah, this is thickness is too much in compare of stool of vatas, pittas and kaphas grani. And it is concentrated as its solid portion is more in this portion, though it is having the property of draw. And still it is a ghan. And Shakati Vedan, it comes out with pain in the cutty region, lumbar region. During defecation, there is pain in the lumbar region. And arm, it is not properly formed. Bahu, it is increased in the amount. And Sapaichillam, its picture is sticky. And it comes out with Sa Sabdam and Man Bedram. There is production of some kind of sound and with a little discomfort comfort around the anus. And there are two things here. There, Mandvedram, that is related with the external sphincter, that pain around anus. And there, earlier in the first line, you will see that Sakati Vedan Sakrit. There is pain in the lumbar region as well as around the rectum during defecation. And there may be lumbar pain, may not be, but mostly what happens that during defecation there is some degree of pain in anus. And we discussed so many times that Pakshan Mashan Dashahad var Nityam Vapna. Urine passes at the regular interval of this time, either at 15 days, 30 days, 10 days. And when stool storage becomes too much, it is passed daily too. That depends on the stool and how much stool is passed. So, and one of the major symptoms of this uh, संग्रहण ग्रहणी is दिवा प्रकोपो भवति रात्रो शांतिं भुजेच्च सा. But in day out time, it is mostly subsided where it gets vitiated in night. And it is said as Durvigya Duschikitsa Chirkala. It persists for longer time, and it is very hard to know about this Sangrahan Garani, this Durvigya, and it is very hard to cure it also, this Chikitsa. And it is mainly due to Am and Vat. Sa Bhaved Am Vate. The major pathology in this uh, Sangrahan Garani is vitiation of Vat dos as well as formation of Am. So it is due to Am and Vat, vitiated Vat and Am. So this is most important here is the duration, and when it vitiates diva prakopo and ratro shantim brijetan, it subsides during night due to. Now we will discuss about symptoms of ghatiyant grahani, that there is swapatah parshyo shulam galajjal ghati dhwani tad vadanti ghati yantram asadhyam grahani gatam. Very few symptoms are there that in the chronic stage of grahani, what has that when patients uh, lies on bed, then he feels that there is pain in the flanks, and there is production of some specific sound of a specific kind of sound which is known as ghati dhuni, galajjal ghati dhuni. When someone hollow utensil is dipped in the water, and when tilted slightly, when the air comes out through the water, that produces some specific kind of sound that is known as galajjal ghati dhuni. There are only two symptoms, sopatas parsyosulam and there is galajjal ghati dhuni. But only two symptoms are there. There is some, and here is the symptoms of mal of grahani rog. And Acharya says that mal of grahani rog may also be examined for pak and apakwa stage, and the symptoms are same as has been described in the context of Atsar itself. And hope that you can recall it, that there are few features of mal having arm. That was Sansristam evir dosestu first, but that it contains the symptom of vitiated dose, that if it is Vatas Grani, there will be symptoms of Vatas Grani, there will be discoloration of Vatas dosh may be present. If it is Pittas, so symptoms of Pittas Grani will be there. So first is a sun system evir dothestu, and second is a nestum apya osidity. It sinks down and it sinks in the water. And third is purisam brusudis bandicha. It is it is having very foul smelling. And pictulum, it is picture with having mucus. So these four features are defined as the symptoms of amal. So if these are found in the mal of a patient that is suffering from uh, particular type of grani, that is considered as amal. Whereas opposite to these means it if it does not have the symptoms of any particular dose, and if does not sinks in the water, and it is odorless, or it has normal odor, or it does not have mucus. So, and one thing is especially indicated that lagomcha bisheshar, that patients feel lightness in the body. So that mal is considered as niramal. And regarding prognosis of the gradi, we have already discussed in the context of um, samprapti, that curability of gradi depends on the age of patient also. That you can see here that Acharya Madhav have written it that बाल के ग्रहणी साध्या यूनि कृच्छि समीरिता कृच्छा समीरिता वृद्ध च वृद्धे तो asadhya, means it is curable in during childhood, and it is hard to cure in young stage, and it becomes almost incurable in the old age. So this is in relation with the age. And Achar says that uh, incurable symptoms of grahani are just like to that of atisar itself, है ना. कहता लिंगेर असाधु ग्रहणी विकारो यस तैस अत्सार गदो ना सिद्धेत, है ना. That is just like that have been described in the chapter of atisar. So there are number of factors were described in that atisar contest. Pak jombo sankasam yakrit khand nivam tanu घृत तैल वसा मज्जा बेशवार पयो दधि मांस धोन त्वयापम कृष्णम नील अरुण प्रभा मेचकम स्निग्ध कर्पूरम चंद्र को गतम घनम. Likewise that was there. असमृद्ध गुदम क्षीणम दूराद आत्मातम धृतम गुद पक्वे गतोष मणम अतिसारणम किड़म तेज, है ना. एंड विशेषण, विशेषण नरम वृद्धम अतिसारो विनाशेत. अतिसार in the old age is almost incurable and mostly causes death. So same has been described in the context of grani too, that vriddhetva sadhya, it is both atisar and grani both are incurable in the old age. So finally that all those symptoms which have been described in the context of atisar as incurable symptoms may also be applied for the grani too. And this is all about the Grandi Rog. We covered almost all the related topic in three consecutive lectures. And in next discussion, we will start some new topic. Till then, enjoy. Thank you. Thank you all.